And we are joined exclusively now by the CEO of Airbnb, Brian Chesky. Mr. Chesky, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And you say demand is skyrocketing. And actually, you put out a call for new hosts for Airbnb. So why should people sign up with Airbnb?
Well, I mean, I'd start by saying that if you become a host on Airbnb, you can become a host in less than 10 minutes. And about half the hosts who sign up on Airbnb get a booking within 4 days. And what we're seeing in travel is the biggest travel rebound, not just in years since I've been doing this, but probably the biggest travel rebound in nearly a century. So people are clearly ready to travel around the world and certainly around the country.
And as we just saw, millions of people are expected to travel this Memorial Day weekend. What booking trends are you seeing? And do you have any recommendations for people who want to plan a last-minute trip?
Yeah, so we're seeing three trends. Right now, people are more flexible. I think Zoom and other things have taught us how much work we can get done remotely. So people are basically booking like all summer. So they're not just booking Memorial Day, they're saying they're flexible. People aren't just going to the same few cities. Obviously, they're going to the popular destinations, but they're also going to small towns and rural communities. And I recommend really traveling to off the beaten path to get a great deal. And people are staying longer. If you can travel and stay longer, you can actually defer some of the costs, because some of the greatest cost is flying. Now, if you want to book last minute, I really encourage some of the new features we've launched. We have a feature called I'm Flexible, where you can say I'm willing to travel for a week, a weekend, or a month. Anytime this summer, you just hit a button and we can show you what's available.
And those are the booking trends, but things look a lot different right now. What are the travel trends that you're seeing?
Oh, yeah. So, so what we're seeing is the same thing. We're seeing people traveling and they're going to really everywhere. So domestic travel is really popular in the United States. So a lot of Americans are traveling within their own country. We're seeing a lot of people traveling nearby. So yes, we're seeing people go to popular destinations, but they're also going to small towns. They're going to rural communities all over the country.
And there have been some complaints that after cleaning fees and taxes, that the total cost is higher than the one that is listed. So what is your response to that?
Well, I'd say that, we're pretty transparent about the fees on Airbnb. We rank the very best deals on Airbnb the top of the list. So if you see a really great Airbnb value, I think that's going to be one that's going to show up at the very top of our search results. And I think people choose Airbnb because they can get a great value. You can get an entire home with many more amenities, live in a real neighborhood. You can sit around a pool, cook a dinner, at the kitchen table. You can get all this in the cost of a home that's often much cheaper than the cost of a hotel.
And Airbnb is making some changes to keep up with the new way that people are traveling. What are some of those changes?
Yeah, so we've launched a number of new features. One of the features we've launched is a feature that I said before we called I'm Flexible, where we allow you to find any place that's available over the course of an entire summer. So one of the big problems in travel is everyone's trying to book at the same destination, the same time, and places are sold out. So we now show you all the different places you can go, including places you never thought to imagine. We also have a really great customer service. We've doubled the number of customer service agents. So we're ready to provide great service this summer for people coming to travel on Airbnb.
And what is the biggest shift you're seeing that you think will have a lasting impact on how Americans travel?
I think there's a huge trend, and it is that now that more people can work remotely, it means more people are flexible. And it means, therefore, people are traveling and staying longer. A quarter of our business now, by nights booked, are people traveling and staying for longer than 28 days. So this means people aren't just traveling on Airbnb, they're now living on Airbnb. And it really just means traveling and living are starting to blur. It means you can truly travel and live anywhere around the world. This is the story for millions of people, certainly millions of Americans.
I guess working from home, people are traveling and just working from their vacation spots. Mr. Chesky, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.